Opiafo nyakopon hyirawo famfi adomo enko adomo se ene yesan abehia abiom Ghana King TV ana wani gusu a uhwe na ma akwa ba se de wa onum se esu abakwasem amane ani amamre Ghana hensem ho nkomo ene yedi Ghana hensem na headquarters ene ha ene to pe bibi e fa Ghana hensem ho atiedi ana ye Ghana King TV ene yebekọ eye nsem ba ko mienu bi so a ebeto odwa efiri ye nia ye nana Dormaahene obeka ye ese there is no king in Ghana, there is no king in Ghana na ye nana Dormaahene sebi be ni dibre ne bobre na waya lawyer na wasan eye judge na said ye bana dusua ni nimde dia na tese ye nanan bi yie pa enunti obeka asem wie no na eye bibre na anwanwa emabu nsu a ye ba afi na yesua abakosem ne amane na hensem no ene Ghana history no ne ye mu na nimde aba akenkan usua obehu ohwehwa obehu oya research so a obehu no na Dormaahene beka said there is no king in Ghana no na emrantie ne bebre na so egidie ebi anje ndi na na yenya yenua bia sebi nimdie ni nyansa ni adom no na sebi osua law no ntino na abakwasem no sua ni ye na Ghana constitution no wanso so wasua ni ye tienne yenua be man etimi Dormaahene aku school a che ne se osua Dormaahene ni sin no Dormaahene aku school Dormaahene awu judge wona nim sin na emom no Dormaahene tro person twa eto Ghana futiri mu no ene obetre Dormaahene se ye bia we Mahene bia wa Ghana bia eye king se Dormaahene so edi ne ho aba form na se wono wanka se wandi ne ho ani na ahenya na wadi ne onimu sebi nimu ndie na wonsu ho ade ade a na wo se wotranten eti na abantie eti na Dormaahene atrase atrase na maku mienu miensa ache na aheniemu aheniemu mra aheniemu nimdie aheniemu nyansa amana hu se Ghana ha Mahene bia eye king enunti yenkotie yenua be mayimra ne yaba abedi ehun enkomo
me say back to the table on back to the table na enema bia yes no na yenim na edi ekuro bi ato ya adwum na ese ye no ye be chirechim atwe nipa adwena baso as a people I repeat enema bia yenim na yese no na asane ema no ese yen as a people back to the table ye be ye ne achirechire ne atwe nipa adwena baso yes enipa biara wo wiase a usu oban I repeat, nipa biara uwe wiase a o tradition custom and culture usu na oban one ye o totwene no obedani bibia ewo ho. I repeat, yeah obedani bibia ewo ho. Now, where the biwo Ghana ekum Ghana for especially akamem the way Paramount chiefs. Sad, very sad. The word Paramount chiefs. Na ene mi betram achre akamfo se there is nothing like Paramount chief anywhere. You tell here. There is nothing like a Paramount chief anywhere. Now, to start with, the word Paramount, English. We are not English. Now you're making sure, say, your tongue will gang, your dasukutani duem, and only a problem. Yes. Your tongue will gang and your dasukutani duem, and when they be before your problem. We need to do away with all these things. English for and the use of that word Paramount. We are not English. It is not our language. It is up as all tears. You have to go back and relearn. And so now said the word Paramount, no, any chiefs in any word. It a day and a better so. And no way, ye the Obia a Paramount chief. No, there is no Paramount chief in Ghana. And especially in Akanme. Paramount chief will be anywhere. Let me explain this. The word Paramount chief, go and check. Or see, the British Empire applied this in British colonies in Asia and Africa. They use as a substitute. They use it as a substitute for the word king. I repeat, the British Empire uses the word Paramount chief as a substitute for the word king to ensure that only the British monarchy uses the word king. Aya English for adwen kese. English for ba hono be hu sa ahemfo hono. Now about farm Africa, we call Asia and most of the African countries. Now a bit rejected. Maybe Chemo say a bit rejected. South Africa, Zulu or rejected. English for na dwenimuno omo hene esuche obi anti baby on beko bia no a omo eka nipa na hye omase no that they want to bring them down. No omo use this word Paramount chief for their kings because omo mpese obi a no omo hene be yepe wey enye na otigana na wafasa the word Paramount no na the ama wo ho say akwasi kokko aba ba kire wo say wo ye Paramount chief it is what jatu. There is no Paramount chiefs in Ghana. In the English land, there is no Paramount. They didn't use that word, Paramount chiefs, for anybody. And so they can't use it for you. In Zulu, South Africa, they stopped it. Okay? They stopped it. They didn't allow them. Etimua, who use the word Paramount as a substitute to kingship, no? Are you wrong? Are you downgrading you? So wake up. There is no Paramount chiefs in Ghana. Rather, there is kings. I repeat, yes. We have to relearn. Because your tongue will join the Sukutani game and your problems maying. Because the Koko Abetra so Abe Haya Gene, yes, the intimidating Yamanuko, but we are still holding on to his words and his system and his systems and the type of rule, everything and the attitude. Back to the table, we are going to put things in perspective. So there is no Paramount chiefs in Ghana. In fact, they are all kings. I repeat, there is no Paramount chiefs in Ghana. They are all kings. English before you use just to bring our kings down. But hey, you see, when our car, yeah, no be muntiase. But the truth is that asanteman or no chichi ne man no. Omu say. And for so a king of kings so. Yes, it is antimadia. Or chichi na hinie no. Enya king of kings. Eti the idea amako friend of Ghana National House of Chiefs, you know, are you wrong? Are you National House of Kings? We need to change that. Are you National House of Kings? They are kings. There is no chief anywhere. Who is a chief? They are kings. But yet, Otumfour Nyamekasi, he is Odiba English. They are king of kings. There are kings under him. And I want Asante Emudru, Asante Evision, Asante Daison, Asante si achichiri ne soronko. Enunti ono ya chichiri se ahemfo akese aman hene. Ye ni chief any paramount. Ya wo hene. Ohene ye dey. If English focus ohene ye king there, then they are all kings. As simple as that. They only use it, and it's here. Go and check. I said the English use the word Paramount chief as a substitute for the word king. So that Omo English empire no, will only use king, making themselves big. That is all. If you bet now say mo big free baby soja abachab and neya, who now says what for you are still using their words. Parliament is not English. Sorry, it is not Chi. It is not a kind language. Why are you fighting about it? And then we have people, Omako school, Omuzomwon in there, fighting about the word Parliament. Talking about Parliament. What is Parliament? Paramount chief, Paramount chief. Nobody there is Paramount chief. No. They are kings. And the system have to change from National House of Chiefs to National House of Kings. It doesn't matter. When you use that, then you see, again, the Asante, the way of making then you come and have King of Kings. Because our him for so to our King of Kings. That is Otumfour Nyamekasi for you. Tiena Chedi, Asante and Freya Otumfour Nyamekasi sa omoye ahomasuo. Dabi, nya ahomasuo mo. Aya humasem. Maybe chaso, impossible. Short. Otumfour Nyamekasi no. Enya ahomasuo mo. Aya humasem. Book, your friend the Bible, maybe friend spiritual book. I see, na munim se mo ye nyame. Meboa, oncha no so. Onko kan your book, go and check. I see no munim se mo ye nyame nipa. Eti akamfo ye nim se ye nyame nipa ye nyame in many ways. Eti akamfo se ye Kwame Amponsa Kwaku man ye wo ye nyame. Yes, asante for them. Yes, akamfo no. Ye abia wa ye mi ye wo ye nyame. Manya wo kamawu wo ye nyame. Tie nipa ye nyame. Na in that ana akamfo hu se ye wo nyame kese. Ye de ye nyame de. Na ne odi ye nim no, ne odi ye kan no, o ye nyame kese. Eti yen ye ka Otumfour nyame kese a, enya hantam o. Eye hunhum, o ye nyame kese so ampa. Eti ena adisuan de back to the table. Ensem bi wo ho, me nkoso, we ye ketenkete, me de prapra dwaye. Me be tiasi this so-called democracy, winner takes it all. Foolishness, saying. Me be tiasi so. I'm going to talk about how Asanteman should stand up against this thing called democracy. Because this thing called democracy is causing chaos than good. It is causing more harm than good. We need to wake up. We cannot allow a system that is not even working. No. We need to wake up. Open year obre. Sorry. Open year obre any etiasie. But it's becoming too much. Etimidi sisu se akawie se. This word, Paramount chief, is neither here or there. It's neither here or there. They are all kings, but yet in the Asante kingdom, you also come and have Otumfour as king of kings. Period. Period. Eti sani Asante chichire ne man no edasronko. Emna bi atwam. I think in a champion's time, NSC, if I'm not mistaken. Not this National House of Chiefs, my friend, which I don't call it like that. It's a National House of Kings. We need to change it. Now, Otumfour, Nyamekasin Kwane president also. And them say, Yanum biye ku bin kase ye pese, obiasu ye rotating, of course. But ono oya king of kings, na yan tunu swaba. Na him funeshana sinti. All he does, that is all. Because I know I have for Cassia Nationasi. Every time be up Nipanum Bebre, but yeah, the same thing we've done and find ourselves in trouble. The same thing we've done, have done, and find ourselves in the situation we're in. We continue to do it. A National House of Kings, I'm for National House of Chiefs, now 2-4 Nyamekese, and they've done on. They came around, I think in the champion's time. To say, it doesn't change anything. So, all he does, now him for mom number 2 aba. I him for that t-shirt is a more number 2 aba. Now, no, our king of kings. Yantias say, Asante, get a chin home, and sana add dead you of name. I repeat, get a chin, Asante, our home, and sana add dead the our name. And it doesn't matter what you do. Omaya, enye moja baako, enye moja mienu, enye moja miensa, enye moja enai, ekwa kosi eyire mu mpo. Moja aka ho. Ene yede chechere wo man no. Ena so yede. Manu besi Mesra Asante. Ene mi nuanum nyina se. Ye nuanum bi afom kwan. O kasa eya. O didi atema atete. Yet they are our family. We know that. The fact is say, I don't say any no. I don't just say any. I will play any say any one. Timestra say, we must tread careful. We should stand out. And somebody be a yet dear. Actually, there be a time there. Yet we must stand out because this is what makes us Asante. This is what makes us great. We should not find ourselves doing the same thing they are doing. And who say doing the same thing they are insulting anyhow, anywhere and there. No. We shouldn't do that. Rather, we should just tell them the painful and honest truth. And maybe as time goes on, Yemianum will see the mistakes they are doing, and they will come back home. And we welcome them. It may say, we should stand strong, but we should not be like them. We should not allow anybody to change us as a people and the way we act and behave. No, we shouldn't. Yes, sir, then we have gone too low to them. We shouldn't do that. We should come, explain ourselves, tell our story, and then get our brothers and sisters to come home. That's what we have to do. I am to say this. Asantumai, get your chin home, and sana di honemu. And so, there is no Paramount chief in Ghana. They are all kings, yet you will still get the king of kings. Otumfour, nyamekesi. Nanambo udin, makwa hantuma, mabu mwase. Makwa hantuma, mabu mwase. Kwa pia papa, say the money no.
Pure couple, who they want share history pa, eti, but what the other video ya, who was social media so, cheche bukaka, tede, Elmina, enyomudin. Me kana on tia si ana wa ba prove me wrong. Elmina enyomudin. Nemum eye Saint George Damina a okosi eye castle no. Ene man krofo to hodi Elmina. Saint George Damina. Saint George Damina. Eti krofo ka se Elmina. Na ye mmiri wane nkokra no entumi nka Saint George Damina. Eti no mo twanitia Elmina. Elmina enye the traditional name. The traditional name eye Edina. Sounds like Cape Coast. Cape Coast enye the traditional name. Cape Coast no crampo de Portuguese for and a tuni din Cabo Coso. And English for no equator Cape Coast Castle no feed Portuguese for an seminal. Almost a sa edina from Cabo Coso. No Cape Coast. Now and then what Pimswa Otumfour was said to Asante Mewura. A titi and the chachamu Cape Coast. Now so winning a Ghana your map ni ye pa. So Ufri Kumase now Beko Cape Coast. A quiet tia a Ufri Kumase na Uba Befa a year Adanse. So Ubefa Formina and say Ubefa Bequai. Na Ode Musa Ediabe Diamu Ewo a praso. Ukamu Adanse Praswa. Na Fedie. Wesikwanso na ode ko Cape Coast. Na video bi appear wo social media so a Asante hini edu praso no ye ritual bi eti sa uba Facebook a obewu se edi video na to where your penso Otumfour one ne motorcade epiefi eye Manhyia Palace edi wani ekiremu eti eye ni dispatch motorcade ene di anim no wahene openso Otumfour se tua bebio Asante Mewura eko eye Cape Coast edi omafahye eye fetu afahye na watonsa edi afre eye Asante Mewura se won fa nani monya kase emfa betai eye wafahye no Asante for one time kase the great oath Asante for one time kase bebre nti se wo ba be swaya ye ma akonfina now the swaya you swear on the great oath. Na adie bi efa na entam apase uye omampani na yede oman ne be hye you swear oath of allegiance, oath of secrecy. Sa oath na wo swear no entam kase upu entam no a emra eni ubedi eti ahenie mu so sa na tie Asante man tam kase pa baako Asante here a odi kan the founder of Ashanti Kingdom or the Ashanti Empire, Nana Osei Tutu the First, is a co-founder. One of the most powerful leaders who ever emerged from the Ashanti Kingdom, Nana Osei Tutu the First. Enso prayer who say Nana Dompuose hene anase Dompuose hene na kwabena ponko egu apaye ansa na Otumfour atwapan no in 1717. Nana Osei Tutu the First, sa insu the fan. He got drowned in River Pra. Na ya man one ya born koko. Sa entokwa anasa the military expedition na war koko no wonyai wentie and wokoye. And wokotwa insu no and insu no efa no ekoye. So the death of Nana Osei Tutu the First marked a significant history of Ashantis. So it is believed that you don't cross the river because it was a spiritual prophecy. Because you catch her, Nana Osei Tutu the First said, "Ma on crossing suono, and on crossing ye." Omudi kain ebone koko. Enti apaye na dompo ase hene Nana Kwabena Ponko eye no. Oye apaye edi apata eyi musuo ni esan bia a ewo ekwan ne so efri 1717 tini 1717 ena eye Nana Osei Tutu the First ensuo pra no efa no. So anytime Asante Hene will cross to the south, say obefa eye adanse akofa plan so a ese say yegu apaye emano ansana watumi afa ho. Ti se one video bi sasa ekoso ewo eye social media so say na den Otumfour ko Cape Coast na odu plan so no omo Paul libation. It is because Asante Hene aye Nana Osei Tutu the First sa ensuo ne fa no 1717 he got drowned against the prophecy say ma onko eko iti aye ntam kese akwa se Asante fo ntam kese baako eni obi de kuma ntwibu asi akona di ntikodi a kirema ntwibu asi akonso ye twaniti e wa kye amambere bi wo ho. It is the physical mark of God's promise to Abraham and his descendants. Enti Ketia said the friend is circumcision, no. And ya mamrenin tam kese. Titibremuno, Bible bremuno krampuno. Yenka Ketia, you are considered unclean. Tieniepa. Ti Bible mo amamre wo. Bible mo ka Leviticus chapter 1 verse 7. There was tradition that involve animal sacrifices and offerings as an atone for sin and maintain relationship with God. And also over the Passover, Exodus chapter 12 verse 1 to 14. The Passover was instituted by God to commemorate the significant events of deliverance of Israelites from Egypt. Iti ubehuna Egypt for uko Israel for uko Israel Jerusalem, Wailing War, na omodi omoma kobompae, eyamamere. Ba yeye dia no dia beka se yabosonsem, ba obi oye kokko dia ne dia ye, tie ne yepa, eye nimdie ene adesu a yensuaye. The rites help people to remember the faithfulness of God. Iti di omo ye, omo de kai tete. Enema bia esi. Eno nche se yabosonsem. There were rituals of purity and cleansing. Leviticus chapter 15, Numbers chapter 19, our Bible. It is important for maintaining both physical and spiritual cleansing. And it emphasized the importance of holiness in approaching God. The another way, one way, abompaye, ediama, okediam ponyankopon. Sasa esaina esi 1717 ema Nana Osei Tutu the First ohwere ne nkwa ewo river praso no ebi nsi bio ene yeteka mu ba bibia betumi asi eti eyamamre it is one video bi say across social media so say Nana no ahemfu egu apaye Paul libation ewo river pra ne so ansana Asante Hene across it bridge now. That is the history behind River Pra.
More powerful. Let's just say, and somebody na and at the Shebranti, a sunny na, shiny na, a good honomo, and until baby piano, Dormaahene, a good piano, she video no, nebin canesa. Let me say you black. And I say to two, I be brain and make a city. Daddy, no, wakasa ewa bebiom nyansam ma obiara se mo wasante sem ho hia ma constitution na Ghana eboye ho ban no osi ma ne ho hia na koba se yesisiwu a wa moma hu se ya di asanteman ne aman bi so na kabom ene yebenya Ghana se wana nana moman ene de ka ho eno ene da ne da nyina eda emrati etima yedi sua ya bakosem ene ya mamre ti hwe bra yin sem wakan ya na chese nyansa ane adom obi ye pa elunti ene radio adanse amye hu se ensem a ye na Dormaahene be gyina simpie so ebeka nyina no eyentro ensem Dormaahene ebeka nyina se there is no king in Ghana no ono mankasa no wonim ba bi ogina ene wonim ba bi a woko ahenie na wodi kura no wonte ase wonim mumu emra ne amane esa se na ami kura yi Otumfour beka se obabobo amama hini bi ewo eye Brown region ne nkro bi so aka na obo mahanyina no Dormaahene beka so wonim nkro bi ko efe ne saa wo Brown region enso se yekọ mu wura mu no na se yewu nkura echesa ni nkura wo ho wase eye bebi ti se eye kuro ba ko a ono so wo ni di atonie onso so se atonie hyesunya ase enso ne atonie hine ba ye obeche na dishisem ebe kan abakose na amane ekire ye no yehu se atonie no wo mwankasa ede omo ho a omo nhye ubia ase ebiemu eno ti Dormaahene abedi ohen asabe the president of Brown region but Brown abakwasem kura no Dormaahene enim Brown abakwasem Brown amane ne amamre de titi Brown no onim na House of Chiefs na wo no so no ye ho constitution no kura na wosu usua ehunu wonim Ghana Chieftaincy Act no kura no so no wonye den wonim wono ankasa na hini a wodi ase Paramount chief no wonte ase enunti yenu abrantie ache nyina yesua de nyina yete ase enunti na da meka to ase Ghana king de wodi ya na wodi asem yesua amane amamre Ghana hensem nkomo ene yedie Ghana hensem nyina headquarters ene ha enti wo ba ha usua bibia na da tu triw na da tu kototwem se daachi yebenya bi edi akachi chirima na yabakosem amane na amamre no yentonkwen na da nyina no yebekoso a nya som ye man Ghana na enkoda edi atire so ba no omoso abisua bi because ko amonane a omamakosem na omamane amamre na omara hisi omukru na omukru abiye krabehwe ene nyina etom nika kopase yekoye adwuma ekopesika ma wodi ehia ho ni yankamum ni yanyama ni ye na Ghana ntumpon Ghana fa ntuma pefra ene beboa ama sika se ni bibia ebekoye nakopon hira se wajemre ene adade amami yebesa hia biom ewo Ghana king